700. He hit 2 last night in LA, and in history, you only have 5 guys, or 4 guys, I'm sorry. 4 guys with 700, and A-Rod on the outside looking in. And you know what? The DH arrived at the right time for Big Albert in the National League because he walked right in and took advantage. Bonds, Aaron, Ruth, and Pujols. I mean, it's remarkable. You saw that the young video of Albert?
Yes.
What's your best asset? Hitting?
Destroying baseball?
Tell us more about that, would you please, Albert? So tell me about your favorite Albert moment. Or not favorite, I think that's probably the wrong term. Memorable Albert moment.
Yes, well, I was playing for the Cubs, and this was absolutely crazy because here we are in this series, and he comes up to bat with the game in the line, the bottom of the 9th, I think it was, and he walked it off. I'm like, all right. You can actually sense it at first base, like something's gonna happen. Look at that pitch, Matty. Placata on the low and away part of the strike zone. You're like, oh, I made a pretty good pitch. Well, yes, but Albert is that much better than you. That's what happens. The very next day, Placata, he did it again. Are you serious? Who does this? 2 walk-off home runs back to back? I'm at first base, yeah, I caught myself admiring him at the end of the day. We just lost 2 games, but I was like, he's gonna do it again. He's gonna go deep right here. And that pitch was not a bad pitch. It was up and in, heat. He got to it, hit it a mile.
So he was at a level where major league players were in awe of him?
Oh, absolutely. You know, I'll tell you a quick story. When he got to, one time he gets to first base, we were playing Wrigley Field, he gets to first base, he got a line drive to right field, base hit. And he started complaining. He's like, man, I just don't feel right at the plate. And I looked at the scoreboard, and he was hitting like 335 with 38 home runs, and it was like June. I'm like, I felt like saying, you need to shut up right now. Seriously. Like, look, the rest of us mortals, you know, are looking up at you, and you're hitting 335, and you think you're not feeling right at the plate?
It's a little insulting.
You're insulting me.
A little insulting. Right after that, those 2 walk-offs, a few months later, they're in the World Series in Texas, in Arlington, Game 3, and I'm sitting in the upper deck, much of the media in the upper deck in left field. And I remember thinking, 3 different pitchers, by the way, 3 home runs. I remember thinking to myself, watching the ball leave the ballpark in that beautiful old ballpark in Arlington,